It was another disappointing result for Philippe Clement and Rangers last night. Their draw at Dundee leaves them 15 points behind arch-rival Celtic at the top of the Scottish Premiership. Gordon Duncan is at Ibrox for us.
Yes, the Rangers fans surely waking up this morning wondering what is next for Philippe Clement. Such an angry reaction last night, a continuation of the away form that has held Rangers back all season long. We understand business as usual. Philippe Clement at the Rangers training centre, taking training today. So what does the future hold? Let's check in with Ricky Neal from the All About the Gers podcast. Ricky, how would you sum things up after last night?
Very disappointing. The fact that he keeps on talking about Rangers as a project, and it was all going to be good come November last year, and it's getting worse. Some of his decision makings, like for instance the game before Celtic against Motherwell, he never put out his strongest team, and I think he was obviously looking ahead of the Old Firm. But the players as well, it's more than just Philippe Clement, it's the board, it's the players. I just don't think the players have got the aggression and the fight for the Scottish League. They're fine in Europe for some reason, but when it comes to playing like away, it just doesn't happen.
The manager always takes the blame eventually, doesn't he? Does that mean you think he is under serious threat here, or do you cut him some slack because you feel players and boardroom is not in order yet?
I keep on changing my mind over the past few months. Like before November I was wanting him gone, and then obviously at Old Firm, you've seen what the team can produce, and then I gave him a wee bit more light kind of thing, but now I think it's time. There needs to be massive changes at Ibrox, and as I saying, it's not just Philippe Clement. We need investment, we need something happening in the board as well. Nobody seems to be taking any actions.
You mentioned physicality. Do you think that is the main difference? Because if you stack Rangers' home form against Celtic's, it's comparable, but the away form could barely be more different. It's 4 in a row without winning, 3 out of 11 all season. You could go on and on. Why is there such a difference on the road?
I wish I knew the answer to that, but I don't know. But even the home form, although we're winning games, you can see the team, they're just doing enough. Then there's nothing impressive. The football is boring to watch, to be honest. It's nothing. But even like the game against Hibs, we came out that game and we were like very attacking in the first half, and it was like really, really good to watch. But then it's as if he said something in the second half, because we totally changed our gameplay. We were like passing it about quite a bit, and said that any time we drove forward against Hibs, Hibs' defence were opening up and we were getting chances, but it just totally changed. So we're not finishing off games either.
I suppose there's a difference between what supporters want and what they get. You think it's time for managerial change. Do you think you'll get it?
I don't think we'll get it this season, unfortunately, which I think now, we need to be honest with ourselves. The league's over, so we need to be honest, and I would actually start rebuilding just now. Try and get a new manager in, get new players in and see what happens. But also when you think about the board, they never backed Gerrard either, so after we won 55 it could have been so much better if Gerrard got the backing, so maybe, I don't know who would actually come to Rangers. Let's talk about Derek McInnes, which I think he would actually be a good fit. I think if we got someone like Derek McInnes, give him money, to spend on players. He knows how the Scottish League works, and he would pick the right players to fight against the teams. Such
a crucial time because the transfer window is open. So if the manager stays, then presumably he picks or plays a part in picking whatever players come in. So what do you expect from, there's a new CEO of course in Patrick Stewart, who we believe we're going to hear from soon, according to Philippe Clement.
Right, Patrick Stewart, I've heard quite a bit of information about him, and I heard it was like for 14 years he was head of the legal team in Man U, so he's already attacked the SPFL for some of the decisions, so I think it's about time something's done,
And how does this play out from here then? Because luckily, in a sense, it's back to a few home games, in the next few weeks. Is that just kicking the can down the road? How do you expect the short-term future to look?
The short term is quite funny because he keeps on going on about this project, and then there's talk about bringing Johnny Evans in, who's 37 years old. That's just like patching up the mistakes, basically. So we need big change.
Well, it's been quite the period for Rangers fans. Thank you to Ricky. The table makes really grim reading this morning. That points gap behind Celtic. The away form, even worse reading for the Rangers fans. Philippe Clement is taking training today, so what does the future hold? Watch this space, and then it's on to the visit of St Johnstone on Sunday.